California is burning. Wildfires are a recurring nightmare, scorching vast swaths of land and leaving devastation in their wake. The frequency and intensity of these fires have surged in recent years, painting a grim picture of a state under siege. From the towering redwoods of the north to the chaparral-covered hills of the south, no region is immune to the threat. The consequences are dire. Homes and businesses are reduced to ashes, lives are tragically lost, and the ecological balance of entire ecosystems is disrupted. As smoke fills the air, residents face hazardous air quality, impacting public health and disrupting daily life. The Golden State, once a symbol of natural beauty and prosperity, now grapples with the ever-present threat of wildfires. These fires are not merely a natural disaster, they are a complex interplay of factors, both natural and human-caused, exacerbated by the undeniable reality of climate change. Understanding the interplay of these forces is crucial to confronting this growing crisis and protecting California from a future engulfed in flames. California's climate, characterized by hot, dry summers and strong winds, creates a tinderbox-like environment ripe for wildfires. The state's diverse topography, ranging from dense forests to arid grasslands, further contributes to the fire risk. Natural factors play a significant role in igniting and fueling these blazes. High temperatures, often exceeding 100 degrees Fahrenheit during the summer months, create ideal conditions for vegetation to dry out, transforming it into highly flammable fuel. Prolonged droughts, a recurring feature in California's climate, exacerbate the situation, leaving landscapes parched and vulnerable to ignition. Strong winds, such as the Santa Ana winds that sweep through Southern California, further fan the flames. These winds, often reaching hurricane-force speeds, can carry embers for miles, igniting spot fires and spreading conflagrations at an alarming rate. While these natural forces are part of California's ecosystem, climate change is intensifying their impact, creating a perfect storm for catastrophic wildfires. While natural factors play a significant role in California's wildfire crisis, human activities are increasingly implicated in igniting and exacerbating these blazes. From accidental ignitions to outdated infrastructure, human actions have tilted the scales, making wildfires more frequent, intense, and destructive. One major culprit is human-caused ignitions. Power lines, often aging and poorly maintained, pose a significant risk, especially during high winds when they can spark and ignite dry vegetation. Equipment use, such as malfunctioning machinery or carelessly discarded cigarettes, also contributes to accidental fires. Furthermore, development patterns have pushed human settlements deeper into fire-prone areas, creating a dangerous interface between urban sprawl and wildland areas. This wildland-urban interface increases the risk of fires starting and spreading into populated areas, putting lives and property at greater risk. As human populations grow and encroach upon wildland areas, the potential for devastating consequences rises. Addressing human-caused ignitions and promoting responsible development patterns are crucial steps in mitigating the wildfire crisis. Recognizing the role of human actions is not about assigning blame, but about understanding how our choices can either exacerbate or mitigate this growing threat. While natural and human factors contribute to California's wildfire crisis, climate change acts as a powerful accelerant, intensifying the frequency, size, and severity of these blazes. The scientific consensus is clear. A warming planet is creating conditions that make wildfires more likely and more destructive. Rising global temperatures driven by greenhouse gas emissions have led to hotter and drier conditions in California. As temperatures climb, vegetation dries out more quickly, creating a more flammable landscape. This increased aridity provides ample fuel for wildfires, allowing them to burn hotter, faster, and spread over larger areas. Moreover, climate change is altering precipitation patterns, leading to more frequent and severe droughts. These prolonged periods of dryness further exacerbate fire conditions, transforming once lush landscapes into tinderboxes primed for ignition. The link between climate change and California's wildfire crisis is undeniable, and its consequences are already being felt across the state. Addressing climate change is not just an environmental imperative, It's essential for safeguarding California from the devastating impacts of increasingly severe wildfires. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions and mitigating the effects of climate change must be a top priority to protect the state from a future engulfed in flames. Section 5. Scorched earth and shattered lives. The devastating impacts. The consequences of California's wildfires extend far beyond the immediate devastation of charred landscapes and destroyed homes. They leave behind a trail of destruction that reverberates through the environment, the economy, and the lives of countless individuals. Environmentally, wildfires release massive amounts of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, contributing to the very climate change that exacerbates fire risk. This creates a dangerous feedback loop, where wildfires contribute to the conditions that make them more likely to occur in the future. Economically, the costs of wildfires are staggering. The destruction of homes, businesses, and infrastructure requires billions of dollars in rebuilding efforts. Lost productivity, healthcare expenses related to smoke inhalation, and the strain on emergency services all contribute to the economic burden. Perhaps most importantly, wildfires have profound impacts on human lives. The loss of life is a tragedy that leaves lasting scars on communities. Displacement, the trauma of losing homes and possessions, and the long-term health effects of smoke inhalation take a heavy toll on individuals and families. The human cost of wildfires is immeasurable and serves as a stark reminder of the urgent need for action. Section 6. Fighting back, mitigation and technology on the front lines. As California confronts the growing threat of wildfires, a multifaceted approach is crucial to mitigate the risks and protect communities and ecosystems from future devastation. This involves a combination of technological advancements, proactive forest management practices, and increased public awareness. One crucial aspect is improving forest management practices. This includes thinning out dense vegetation, clearing brush and dead trees, and implementing prescribed burns to reduce the amount of flammable material available for wildfires to consume. By reducing fuel loads, firefighters can better contain fires and prevent them from becoming uncontrollable infernos. Technological advancements also play a vital role. Early warning systems utilizing satellites and remote sensing technologies can detect fires in their early stages, allowing for quicker response times and more effective containment efforts. Firefighting aircraft equipped with advanced fire retardant dropping capabilities are essential for battling large-scale blazes. Furthermore, investing in research and development of new fire-resistant building materials and construction techniques can help protect homes and structures in fire-prone areas. By incorporating fire-resilient features, communities can reduce the risk of catastrophic losses. Section 7. Policy and prevention shifting human behavior. While technological advancements and forest management are essential, addressing the human element of the wildfire crisis is equally crucial. This requires a shift in policies, public awareness campaigns, and individual behavior to reduce human-caused ignitions and promote responsible actions in fire-prone areas. Strengthening building codes and land use regulations is crucial to discourage development in high-risk areas and ensure that new construction incorporates fire-resistant materials and design features. Enforcing stricter regulations on power line maintenance and operation can reduce the risk of ignitions caused by faulty infrastructure. Public awareness campaigns are essential for educating residents and visitors about fire safety, responsible recreation practices, and the importance of complying with fire restrictions during periods of high fire danger. Simple actions such as properly extinguishing cigarettes, maintaining vehicles to prevent sparks, and using caution with machinery can significantly reduce the risk of accidental ignitions. Furthermore, fostering a culture of preparedness is essential. This includes encouraging residents in fire-prone areas to create defensible spaces around their homes, develop evacuation plans, and assemble emergency supply kits. By being prepared, individuals can increase their chances of staying safe during a wildfire event. Section 8. A future ablaze. Uncertainty in a changing climate. As climate change continues to reshape California's environment, the future of wildfires remains uncertain. While the factors contributing to the crisis are complex and interconnected, one thing is clear. The threat is not going away. The scientific community predicts that as temperatures continue to rise and drought conditions become more frequent and severe, California can expect to see even more intense and destructive wildfires in the years to come. This raises questions about the long-term viability of certain communities and ecosystems in the face of an increasingly fire-prone landscape. Adapting to this new reality will require a sustained commitment to mitigation efforts, technological advancements, and a fundamental shift in how humans interact with the environment. The choices made today will determine the severity of the wildfire threat in the future. Will California be able to effectively manage the growing risk of wildfires, or will the state continue to be ravaged by increasingly destructive blazes? The answer lies in the collective actions taken to address the root causes of this crisis and build a more resilient future. Section 9, our shared responsibility confronting the wildfire challenge. The wildfire crisis in California is a complex and multifaceted challenge that demands a collective response. It is not a problem for one agency, one community, or one segment of society to solve alone. It requires a shared responsibility among individuals, communities, policymakers, and industries to confront the issue head-on and protect the Golden State from a future engulfed in flames. Individuals must take ownership of their role in preventing wildfires by adopting fire-safe practices, preparing their homes and families for emergencies, and advocating for policies that prioritize fire safety and climate change mitigation. Communities must invest in fire-resilient infrastructure, support their local fire departments, and work together to reduce wildfire risks through community-based initiatives. Policymakers must enact legislation that promotes responsible forest management, strengthens building codes, invests in fire research and technology, and addresses the root causes of climate change. By working together, Californians can create a safer, more resilient future for generations to come. The challenge is great, but the stakes are even higher. The time for action is now.